Yo guys, we're back again on Gusto Reactions. Yes, this is Gusto TV Africa. It's like the first time I'm saying that in a long time. Like I've not said that this year because I've not hosted any reaction this year. I've been a guest on a very few of it.
Right.
It's so good to be back again. Brody,
My bro.
how's it doing?
Man, chill, man. I just got back, my bro.
Just go back.
I just got
We
back,
people
my
don't
bro.
go. We people come back, don't go back. You just dey come
I came
back.
for the elections, bro.
Oh, nice. Patriotic citizen.
Oh, I didn't get to.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for everything you do. It's been a while. The past couple of months has been a bit sketchy here and there, but then we're back and we're better. Let's get going. Let's keep the numbers up. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved one that Gusto TV Africa is back. Yes, we're back, and we're back to giving you that. Do Afrobeats is that proud thing that would always talk about for ages.
Right.
You know that Afrobeat has been around for years. Started from when it was Afrobeat, and then they added S to it. For the sake of clarity, could you share your thoughts on what you think is the difference between Afrobeat and Afrobeats?
Well, I think it's not like there's no clear distinction as regards that, but I just feel like it's the same thing because now the culture is bigger as brother, and of course, we also can now take on a lot of the African brothers and sisters, to join in the culture. So it's a wider like spectrum of what we know, Afrobeat to really exemplify.
Yeah, true that. But there was a couple of people saying that Afrobeat is Fela.
Yeah.
Because of is kind of like it does the same thing.
Yeah.
But then Afrobeats is now combination of different
sounds,
there's Afro
different elements.
There's Afro this, there's Afro that, all of that.
Right.
Afrobeats.
Yeah, you're very correct.
I know. Their mama, now why you get the S?
Yeah.
It's plenty. Afrobeat has been taking us beyond the borders, even though things are not really going smoothly in the country. But then at least we have something that is making people happy.
Right.
Say that yes, I'm proud. Yeah, that's my brother. Yes. That's my guy right there. Our guys and our brothers, also represented us, and then our sister too at the NBA. Talking the likes of them, Thames, Burna Boy, and Rema.
Right.
They had amazing performance. The wild people performing bangers.
I totally enjoyed that one.
Upon it, and then I'm sure you reacted to that one.
Right.
And then that led to Lil Duval saying that Afrobeat could be the end or the death of hip hop. I'm sure you shared your thoughts. So if you want to hear what Paul had to say on that, go check out the previous reaction where we had the Afrobeats or hip hop thinking. Just check. You see something similar to that. And then if you also have your opinion, you could share them down below in the comment section. Now we have our gatekeepers. The guys have been doing it from way back.
Right.
Also definitely cannot go about without talking about them. Now to the point of the day. Our very own guy. I'll say it's our guy because he's worked with a couple of Afrobeat artists here and there. Talking about Ross. His name is
when you said our own guy, I'm like, who is this guy? When you don't mention Ross, I'm like, oh, is Ross really our guy though?
By affiliation.
By affiliation, affinity.
He don't turn our guy because he's had song with a couple of Afrobeat artists. And right now he's saying that his name is Oluwa Ross. Ross Chuku. So you don't turn our guy with that now,
Safe
and
to say
then
our guy.
He said the name is activated Afrobeat Smash dropping this Friday.
Oops.
He sampled the song, he's played the song, and the song has really brought out a lot of opinions from people. First of listening to Ross's incoming smash, do you think that Afrobeat is really to the world, or they want to take Afrobeat from us?
Do you think Afrobeat is really to the world?
I asked you first now.
I'm gonna answer that because I know you know the answer, man. It's true. Afrobeat is in the world, man. Like, why are you asking me a straight up question, bro? Okay, so the thing is, like, you see the evolution of Afrobeat right now, and like I said, go and check out our previous videos. You see what I had always said it became like a mantra where I continue to say, listen, Donny Fesky, listen, Afrobeat is the thing, and if you're not jumping on Afrobeat, it seems like you're not even a part of the culture musically. I'm not even talking based off on music in terms of other genres of music, because we saw how I mean at the global awards, at the Grammy Awards, where everybody just farms in all our Afrobeat.
Bro.
We saw Future farms in 10. We see even what's his name? DJ Khalid wanting to work with everybody that is affiliated to Afrobeat.
God did.
God did, they did. So I'd say that, Afrobeat has become the best global music export. So it is standard. And of course, like when I heard Rossi's, jump on that one, bro, I'm like, oh, this is hard though.
But then when you heard his incoming single that said to drop, which of the Afrobeat artists came to mind?
Wiz. Wiz.
Straight up
Wiz, man. Because when I heard it, I heard the bounce and I heard everything. I heard the even the melodies, and then also like the elements in the music and everything. I'm like, oh man. See, if Ross has to do himself a favor, because now we are the thing, you have to go speak to Wiz and his camp. Put Wiz on that. I don't even know, he's not a feature, but I think it's an original song.
Yeah, original produced by him.
Produced by him, yeah. So original produced by him, obviously. But I mean, for further, taste and Maggia sauce, you should just text. You have to text.
But looking at this is like the first time an American will come out to outrightly want to release an Afrobeat song single-handedly. Yeah. Like all produced by him, written by him. Do you think it's gonna be a successful thing in the African scene?
Yes, it is going to be a successful thing in the African scene, because right now Ross understands the game.
Yeah,
he's a very smart person. Of course, the numbers also that this song would do for him as well too, and then the global acceptability of Afrobeat. So he's smart. He knows. Bro, like this is Ross's for the taking.
Anyways, let's look at a couple of comments on that one. Basito says, this is inevitable. No way Afrobeat was going to get global without non-Africans jumping on it. Do you agree?
Of course, I agree.
True. I just hope that when it starts happening on big scale, we are able to live with it. I remember during that kind of time I see something like this. Afrobeat is now trending globally. I thought hip-hop would stay forever. Why now? Ross Chuku. Look at these comments. Afrobeat is now trending globally. I thought hip-hop will stay forever. And then is that to say that Afrobeat is gradually replacing hip hop?
That's a big conversation, but trust me, right now, in terms of scale and in terms of how people are widely consuming music, we cannot say that hip hop is actually doing numbers or doing the acceptability more than Afrobeat. Afrobeat obviously has taken center stage. That's no argument already. But hip hop is still a thing. It's still a culture that people are also trying to relive and to revive. So it's not really entirely dead, in my opinion, but it's still something that exists. But Afrobeat has actually taken.
There's also another Asian producer, a multiple record-winning producer that also made Afrobeat sound. He said, first ever Afrobeat. And then this influencer said, very obvious reasons I do not like this. I'm sure you listen to this sound. I'm sure you listen to the instruments, the elements, all of the things he used in producing that. Would you say that he actually nailed that one as a producer?
100%. 100%. I don't know why people think otherwise. And I don't. Yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinions, but he nailed it. So for me, it's like people are now studying the art.
Yeah.
People are now going beyond just listening and vibing to the song, but wanting to understand how we actually create the sound. So trust me, it's bigger than how we think it is. For somebody to sit down, the producer, and say, oh, I'm adding Shakira to this, I'm adding this to this, these are sounds that are original to us Africans, of course, Nigerians and Africans in the wider spectrum. So I think for me, he nailed it 100%. And these kind of things actually make me smile and make me so happy, because we've been able to work so hard to be where we are right now, and kudos to everybody who has been a part of the culture.
Big kudos. Let's look at comments on that one. Please don't be like this American that got offended and sensitive over every other. Oh, that's like trying to caution the girl. Don't tell me how to react at someone trying to take food out of my mouth. I legit had London on this beat. Rema or Burna Boy would finish it.
All right.
I get your point, but in today's world, this is inevitable. At least the term Afrobeats is on everyone's lips.
Right.
We can't keep our blessings forever. Let the world in. It will force us to up our game too.
Right.
Are you sure that's going to force us to up our game?
Obviously, because right now, like I said before in the comment that I just reacted to. I said, now people are learning exactly how we got to infuse all these type of sounds, right? So producers are now doing extra work to make sure that Afrobeat and the sound is exportable, quote and unquote. Because right now, you're not going to produce the same thing Yes, it has to have a pattern. Okay, let's take for example, Amapiano. Amapiano has a pattern. So Afrobeat is going to take a different shape where it's like different things are going to come in the structure of making the beats. It's going to sound different, but there's still a root.
Yeah.
There's still a root that's Afrobeat. You can still tie it around Afrobeat. So trust me, man. Yo, bro, see, it will help us to actually up our game because I feel like every producer who's actually cleaning from London to give me all the names, or Zediko's one name, to everybody who's actually churning out, to Fields, Young John, you know, that even my boy who's on the come up right now, I'm not going to mention his name right now so he doesn't get too excited. Go and work hard, bro. So, you know, so everybody's like doing the work right now to make sure that Afrobeat remains an international export, you know, and stays relevant because trust me, it's something that times and seasons change. Things come and go, but I don't see Afrobeat living this.
Final before we leave here, it's me too. This is there's a lot of how to make Afrobeat by white people popping on IG these days. To be honest, they all need Oraimo code wiping. Now, do you think producers should also, you know, come up with like a lot of things that I've noticed with we Africans is we try to tend to want to to hide how we've gotten something.
Yeah.
But then it is not that same way for the whites.
Yeah.
If you open Google how to do this, like a lot of white, how to make pancakes, how to make Jay-Z kind of beats, you see a lot of videos. But then if you Google how to make whiskey type beats, how to make Burna Boy, how to make a Rema, like minimal videos would come up. But right now, a lot of, like this person said, a lot of whites are now making videos of how to make Afrobeats. Shouldn't it be African producers doing that?
Yes, I think so, and you're very correct on that one. I don't know. I don't even know how to say it, honestly, because I feel like when people have gifts, you don't try to hide it because what is original to you is original to you.
Yes,
nobody's going to take it away from you.
Fact.
Right? So, Ipiano, for example, Ipiano has a lot of instructional videos on his Instagram, for example. I watch a lot of them. I feed off a lot of them.
Sky does that too.
You know, Sky does that too. So, I think I want to. This is a very important point that you just raised. I feel like this is a challenge to. I mean, Afrobeat producers. You need to actually put these things out there because people will never take the fact that we are the ones who make the best Afrobeat sound. Because I mean, even in the credits, you see that even these producers are getting the credit.
Yeah, they are. Like by this time we should have seen how I made Essence.
Do you understand?
How I made On the Low.
Do you understand?
How I made Calm Down.
Do you understand?
How I made Igbo and Shayo.
You can even monetize it. You can even monetize it
on your YouTube channel.
Of course. So that's another angle to look at it. That's another because
how I made Love One Tintin. Imagine how many views
you get. How
I made Closer.
Do you get me? That's the conversation, Donifeski. That's what people should really do. People need to understand that whatever it is that you have as a skill, you need to sell it. And then because now the spotlight is on us as Afrobeat pioneers, we have to actually take this thing what are you doing though?
Giving you new art.
What are you doing though, bro?
YouTube. People would easily watch. Like
you need to pay us for
a
this
video of how I make Calm Down. Right. Like people, Indians would rush there like, all over the world. Yeah. Essence, on last, a lot of amazing Afrobeat songs that has dropped over the years.
Correct.
Moving on, from that one. A very, very, big music journalist, Joya, can also share his thoughts. So run through that. Say, Afrobeat smash dropping this Friday, says the US artist who has listened and interacted with our arts and creatives enough to feel comfortable to make a record without a collaboration from anyone at home. What next? Best Afrobeat artist win? Now that is in the international scene. Before now we've always had nominations of best international sound, best Afrobeat, this and that. But so are we now going to start sharing that category with the whites? That is the question. Now
that's very interesting, Donifeski, because I think that right now, because of the evolution that is Afrobeat right now, and then because we are now trying to make sure that people understand how we have been able to like create these sounds, so you're opening it up to the world. Yeah. So you can't tell people, you don't go tell me what you need to do. Do you understand? Whites are definitely going to, I even hate to use the word whites. Everybody will actually jump on it. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, I've always like said this every time I had the chance to have a conversation about things like this, that it's going to be a time where Grammy will actually start to make certain categories because of Afrobeat.
Right.
It's going to happen. We're actually even seeing it because right now you have to make, because it's an evolution, it's a force. You have to find ways to be able to accommodate literally everybody. Now that all these foreign artists or foreign sound curators or whatever I could call them now, foreign artists for, just to be on the safer side, are jumping on this kind of trend. So they're sharing the space with us. They don't drag on with us right now. But of course, Motherland has.
Normally, Afro,
you have to come back.
UK beats, US beats, Afro African.
No, we go chop
Joya can further, said, I thought it was going to take years, at least 5 more years before we get to this point. This is what I constantly app about and get tagged controversial. Social media has sped it up, giving us access, but also offering them access to our culture. We only take money today. What does tomorrow look like, Grim? If Ross puts enough marketing behind the record and it blows as a Western Afrobeats record, expect a rapid expansion of everything else. And when Afrobeats can exist in the US without Nigerian artists, we are back to square one. Do you know the last statement? Afrobeat existing in the US without Nigerian artists.
Now that's a big one, Donifeski, because you have to actually be very, very careful, actually reacting to things like this, because when we are speaking about exporting our sounds, we are opening it up to different people and different cultures, right? Now, if they now decide to do it in a way that matches the energy of the people who actually consume music, then it's going to be a problem. Now, but one thing I will always say is it stays original, because we are the curators, we are the founding fathers.
I was going to say that.
Now we get
American can tell me and they go and share you.
Exactly.
How
because,
you won't do that, bro?
It's different factors, Donifeski. It's his language. There's how we pronounce things. There's the way we say things, and the way that we are, we are so original with how we speak that is different. Now, Americans are rap and vibing to Anidigbo and shy, even without even knowing shy O's, and all that. So all the accentual elements to it too. But there's a way we say things backstage. You and I were actually even happy about a record, Rema's record. I was saying Holiday, we're putting it in the challenge now. You drag us if you want to, but I'm telling you, I don't see an American artist actually going on that vibe,
bro. Ow.
Do you understand?
I mean, so, I have a friend laptop.
You get, you don't even call it laptop. Laptop. That meaning accentual.
I won't do them.
So, like I said, there are certain things that are original too. So
every day is a holiday. When people want to say every day is holiday.
Every day is a holiday. That's
bro.
How, I just got back. So I still get out. Anyways, let's move. so I'm saying that you get. So I don't think that they're coming to excuse us from our own space. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I agree.
They can only try. They can only try.
They can only try actually. Because if you also look at it, now Africans, trying to do hip hop, trying to do trap, no matter how funny, no matter how accent, how much you think your accent, bro,
I agree with you on that.
You can never ever sound
100%,
like them.
100%.
So. No matter how hard they try, Afrobeat is still to me.
Yeah, I believe what you said, and 100% correct. I agree with you on that one.
Before that said, we're trying to fly build at home. You're an acquired taste, being studied and put with cash for the novelty and the break you bring to the global pop. Asians now make Afrobeat. Americans producers all over TikTok churning out versions of it now. Now Western artists are saying Emilio Con Afrobeat smash coming this Friday. And then another school of thought. It's a miss. This is old school Wiz African pop music. So long we keep innovating, we will be fine.
I don't think so. Trust me, man. Yeah. It brings, like I said, when we started discussing about the sound that we heard, I told you Wizkid, right? And of course, how are you able to say that is old school Wizkid, man? No, don't do that. No, don't do that. See, you have to give these guys credit for actually even putting the effort.
Yeah.
Right? They might not get it 100%, but of course they have actually, identified with our culture, embraced it, love it. To beat, they're always talking about it. They're always wanting to jump on, collaborations with our artists. So,
actually.
I mean, big credit and big kudos to what we've been able to do, as regards the Afrobeat culture. But saying that, no, no. Give it to Ross. And like you said, you pointed out that Ross has actually,
he has.
Of course, dived into, some of our Afrobeats, worked with some of them. So big credit to them. So I think it's fire in my own opinion.
So finally, before we go, Americans, Asians, the Westerners trying to do Afrobeats. Can we say it's a good or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. We're exporting real music, and everybody's actually chopping it, like I will always say. So I think it's a good thing. And like we would also advise, we need to evolve. We need to also be able to, like, really go hard and like try different things that also exemplifies the Afrobeat sound. And of course, like, we even gave you free tips, very very free. You can start even exporting your content and selling it. How to make these beats. So yeah. I think it's a good thing.
I think I'm actually very, very happy to say what I'm about to say right now. Gone are the days where we try to sing like the foreigners.
Bro!
Now they are trying to sing like us.
Bro!
Come on!
Bro!
Come on!
Before we go, I will take you back, Donny, firstly. I remember in the early 2000s, like, it was almost like a shame for you to say, bro, now only Nigerian songs that they listen to. We never really like to say, like, we are always saying that, oh, I listen to, let's say, oh, your playlist. I don't listen to Nigerian songs. I listen to American songs. Yo, bro, that shit used to like really freak me out. I'm like, bro, why are you shying away from the fact that you also make good music, right? So I remember also then we would buy song books. If you're on this table, comment on this section. We'll buy song books. Neo, R. Kelly. We'll listen to all them foreigners, man. Pop Daddy, everybody, like, we're listening to them back to back. I'm not saying that those things were not good, but I'm saying that we have come to a point now, right, where we now embrace our culture. Even when you check Apple Music Top 100, all the charts you see
it's to be ad before you see
a foreign song. Man, give it to us.
You only get to see them when they just dropped. Okay, people want to listen. And after that weekend,
they're off. They're off.
Bye-bye.
They're off. They're off.
You're out.
So even them, they're listening to us.
Yes.
They're paying attention to our sound. So what are you saying, fam?
What are you saying, fam? Guys, share your thoughts on this one. Afrobeats, the Westerners, the white, the Asians, people all over the world, trying to make Afrobeat right now. Do you think it's a good or a bad thing? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And then Ross's incoming single, I'll share your thought on that one too. And we'll catch you definitely on the next one. Afrobeats to the world. Peace out, guys.